Hey guys, Horror Story Channel, and this is the scariest place that I've ever traveled. Nestled quietly in the heart of Kolkata is a structure that few tourists explore after dusk, the St. John's Church, one of the city's oldest colonial landmarks, built in 1787. Its sandstone walls and ancient tombstones tell tales of British officers, generals and civilians who once ruled the city. But not all who lie there rest in peace. The churchyard is home to dozens of old worn-out graves, most famously that of Lady Frances Johnson, also known as Begum Johnson, who lived to be over 87 during the British era. While her tomb remains intact, it's the unmarked graves near the rear of the cemetery that stir unease among the caretakers. For years, night guards and locals have spoken of strange occurrences after sundown, shadows moving among the graves, faint hymns sung in a forgotten tongue, and the unmistakable sound of heels walking along the stone pathway though no one is there. In 2016, a young historian named Rudra decided to document the strange legacy of St. John's Church for a documentary. He was especially interested in an untitled grave that locals believed belonged to a British nurse who died mysteriously during a plague outbreak in the 1800s. One night, Rudra and his cameraman entered the churchyard just before midnight. The gates creaked open, and the stillness of the night was broken only by the sound of the rustling leaves and distant bells. They began filming, but their camera picked up something they hadn't seen with their eyes: a figure in white, standing still near the nurse's grave. Thinking it was a prank, Rudra approached. There was no one there, but then he noticed his flashlight dimming, and from behind the gravestone, he heard a whisper, "You shouldn't be here, ... Double quotes. Panic set in. The two men ran, but the gates wouldn't open. Rudra turned to see the figure now at the church entrance, arms stretched forward, face pale and eyeless. They blacked out. The next morning, a priest found them unconscious by the main door. The camera was missing. Rudra recovered slowly, but he never returned to the site. He described the figure in his journal as a nurse, but not human anymore. She was mourning ... or guarding something, and she didn't want to be seen. Today the church is open to the public during the day, but the caretakers warn visitors to stay away after 6 p.m., especially from the rear cemetery, because some souls were never buried in peace, and the land beneath St. John's still listens and watches. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like stories like this, stay tuned for more. We'll see you next time.